Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with a brand new season of Clone Wars, you guys. I am so excited to see what Season 3 has in store for us, for me, for us, for all you guys watching along with me. So if you're joining me early today, you already know what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I am sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. So, yeah, guys, I really liked Season 2 of Clone Wars. I feel like we did kind of get a little bit more of a push in, like, a darker direction, but not so dark that it was like, oh my, like, I can't believe this is the same show, or like, you know, this isn't, enjoyable or anything like that. Like, it still had tons of just fun, quirkiness, lightheartedness. But certainly I feel like we did start to explore some heavier themes, I think, you know, with the whole, you know, there was that whole, like, questionable scene where all of our friends, Jedi friends, are using the Force in kind of a forceful way. Just in general, I feel like, you know, we went to, like, some kind of sort of darker, smarmier worlds and atmospheres. We spent a little bit more time there, it seemed like, than maybe in Season 1. And I think we went a little bit further into some things that they kind of started us thinking about in Season 1, like, you know, the clones and their lives and their choices and really what are their choices and et cetera, et cetera. And we kind of went more into that. We went more into the whole concept of the war kind of being the strings being pulled. And, you know, I love that we had Satine to kind of come in as an objective third party, more or less, and sort of be like, oh my God, something's wrong. We went more into just kind of what, you know, again, with the Satine story, I think we got a little bit more into sort of the philosophy behind war, peace, pacifism, if what the Jedi are doing is really right, and so forth. And I love that we're starting to get into the Mandalorian stuff. Oh, my Lord. So, folks who have watched The Mandalorian with me know I'm excited to see a lot of this stuff addressed more. If you have not watched Mandalorian, then, you know, I won't go into anything. I'll just say that I'm excited to see some of the roots of things. I won't say any more than that. But yeah, guys, from what I hear about the series, it gets even better as time goes on. So I'm just really excited to be watching the new season today. In terms of the last episode of last season, it was the climax of the Boba Fett arc. And I just gotta say, I came out of that feeling heartbroken for Boba Fett. I'm not saying it was right at all for him to try and get revenge on Mace Windu or try to kill Mace Windu. But I mean, I'd be pretty upset if I was a kid in that situation and the only person that guided me was Aurra Sing. And then Aurra Sing, like, betrays me and shows me that, you know, at the end of the day, it's all about looking out for number one. So I just came out of it feeling really sad for him and, like, wondering what was going on. I know what ultimately happens to him, duh, because he's Boba Fett, but like, are they going to address, like, where is he gonna go? Who's gonna take care of him? What's gonna happen to him? He's still a child, you know. Not saying he's not very dangerous in his own right when he puts his mind to it. However, he's still a child. So, guys, I'm really excited for Season 3. I already said that, so you already know that. What do you say we go ahead and get started on the premiere of the new season? Let's go.
Oversees the training of clones.
Oh.
Of contracted bounty hunters. Bred to be perfect soldiers, these cadets must first be subjected to intense physical and mental training before heading off to war.
Okay, so that we're gonna see like what they go through to actually become clones. Because I've been curious about this. I've been curious, like, What does their early life look like? And we did get to see the baby clones in the last season. Okay.
We all heard the orders, Echo. Stop calling me that. Stop repeating every order.
That's why they call him Echo.
How about we follow orders? This is our last practice test. Will you shut up with instructions? You're not in charge.
Guys, should we be fighting amongst ourselves? That doesn't seem like a...
Well, I'm no Jedi, so forgive my bluntness. But I say they fail. Send them down to maintenance duty with 99 and the other rejects.
We can't fail them yet. Remember, this is only a practice.
Brick isn't wrong. These cadets are far from ready.
Well, but that doesn't mean you just tell them, never mind. You just train them more, right?
I'm a better shot. You go.
See, that's the problem, is they're arguing. There's gonna be like a show about the like reject clones, right?
You should tell that 99 to drag away the mess called Domino Squad.
Okay, you know what? I get that you're cynical. But
Sorry about the mess, 99. It's okay, boys. Nice try.
oh, so they age pretty rapidly, right?
Most clones pass. Yeah, but not all of us, right, Shorty?
Oh, poor Shorty.
Guys, we've got to follow ARC troopers. Follow orders. Care to repeat that, Echo?
Oh no, here we go, guys. Your brothers. Stop fighting.
Two would focus on fighting droids as much as you do
Not
fighting
each other.
You might
Right.
stand a chance out there. Even this bad bachelor 99 has more sense than you guys do, and he's a maintenance clone.
Stop making him feel bad.
Yeah.
However, I have noticed this unit of clones have been...
Deficient? My only thought is for you to search the galaxy and find a suitable donor for your future clones.
Oh, so in other words, like if you don't like it.
What if the...
The decision on what to do with them would be yours, Master Jedi.
I mean, it's interesting how, like, yes, it's true, that is compassionate, like, don't just cast them off, but at the same time, we're kind of, like, breeding living beings to do nothing but fight in a war, and nobody's like, huh.
You trained them well. Who's next?
The Domino Squad.
How are they? We can do this, guys.
No
All we
comment?
have to do is follow orders.
Guys, all you need to do is work together. If you could get it together and just work as a team.
Check it out, guys. Time to watch the dominoes fall.
Oh, that's not nice. Although it is clever, but that's not nice.
Give them their next set of orders and watch the chaos ensue. I'm telling
You know
these
what?
guys just aren't ready.
Maybe, like, telling them how bad they are.
You, like right. Take it easy. I'm on your side. Get it? Your side, huh?
Pretty unorthodox.
Oh, boy.
Droid bait,
Good
behind
dad
you.
joke, though.
Man down! Forget him! I'm breaking for the Citadel!
Oh, see, now, if we know anything about the clones we've seen, like, in actual battle.
I think he's injured. Come on!
No, he's, like, for real injured. But they would never. But the clones we've seen are so good to each other.
You should treat them as a special challenge, Brick.
We should treat them as failures. Besides, I've already requested that they be moved to cleanup and maintenance. That's all they're gonna be good for.
And I guess the General has a decision to make.
And also this poor man who just has to hear all these demeaning things all the time.
Solve your problems as a whole, not as individuals.
Work it out in
I
your
have
group.
decided to allow you and the rest of your squad to take the test again tomorrow.
Yay, thank you. Come on, guys, you can do it. Work together. I know that's easier said than done when they all, like, hate each other. Except for these two who don't seem to hate each other. They're okay.
It's all a big joke to you, right? Like those little nicknames you and your clone brothers give each other.
Now...
I could think of one for you right now, sir.
Oh,
No!
But this is me pushing you. Come on, clone. Hit me. Hit
Don't-
me, you joker.
don't-
Can't
what?
take anything seriously, can you? You're a real cut-up, aren't you?
What are you doing? Stop!
Thank you, sir.
For what?
For my name.
Cut up.
I like the sound of it.
Out of my
Oh,
sight,
he's
cadet.
cut up now.
One way or another, you'll be out of this army. Count on it.
What was the point of that? Was he trying to motivate him? Was he just being a jerk? A little bit of both? I don't know.
You can't do this to your squad. My squad? We're nothing but a bad batch. Failures. Like you. Yeah, look, how can I be a failure when I never even got my chance? There's a chance you're thrown away.
What do you mean you
You're
never got
always
your
trying to
chance?
be the anchor. Maybe you should embrace the fact that you have a team. See, I never had that. But you need
He never had a
and
team?
they need you.
What happened to him?
Carry such heavy? Would you stop calling me that. Or just numbers, 99. Just numbers. Not to me.
Your brothers.
To me, you've always had a name.
Oh, this wonderful, delightful man. What is his story? So did something happen? Like, I thought it was just the age, which his back was like that. But is there like something going on with him?
If he is not here, we will fail. Not today, brothers.
Not today.
We pass.
Yeah. Motivate each other.
The name's heavy.
After all the crap this poor sweet man, the maintenance man, must have taken his whole life, he turns around and helps and inspires others. That is powerful.
Thanks, cut up. No problem, brother.
They seem to be working together.
Still early. A lot can change.
Away with you. I don't need your negativity. Come on, guys. You're so close. You're doing great.
Keep it up. We're doing great.
Yes.
Not so fast. Still got the Citadel.
But you can do it. Just keep it up. Just focus on your mission.
We can't scale the face without them. We'll fail the test if we can't finish.
What's going on? Where's their ascension cables?
Well, must have gotten lost.
You son of a gun!
I thought you had faith they'd be the best, right? Well, the best pass. No matter what.
So you set them up at a disadvantage?
This is unfair to the cadets.
It is unfair!
And war is a constant, Dallas.
But Brick has cheated.
The enemy
Yes.
won't play fair either.
That is true, however,
Not exactly. Form a chain and use
they
each
can
other
do
to
this.
scale this face. Use the guns. Are you crazy? Trust me, I know weapons. I'm gonna draw their fire. You guys
building on
press.
each other's strengths. I like it. That is true that the enemy won't fight fair, but then like all the other ones had a normal exam and then these ones won't. So are you trying to say that none of them are going to be ready for actual war? Because that's essentially what you're saying. If you make them, I mean, if you like legit fell them if they couldn't pass this, but I think they're going to pass it.
Creative little clones, aren't they?
No unit.
Can you go away?
Ingenuity.
Worst team or best team?
Brick,
Nicely done.
your
You're fired.
actions have brought out the best in these cadets.
But you're
They
fired.
were well trained.
Next stop, Arc Trooper. Yeah, how about we face some combat first?
Oh,
You're
don't
right.
die.
About everything. I heard you were quite the leader out there. No leaders. We are a team. All of us,
Oh.
99. The Army's lucky to have a clone like you, Heavy. Not as lucky as I am to have a brother like you. Well, this is goodbye. We'll see each other again. I mean, how else am I supposed to get this back from you?
Oh.
You're one of us.
Why does the name Heavy sound so familiar? Oh my god, you guys, that was so good. What a way to kick off the season. So just as I was saying at the beginning, we have gotten so much more into the details and the mechanics of how the clones are kind of bred, how they work together. And I think it was a great way to start off season 3 to take a moment to highlight the sort of penultimate process before, you know, the pre-graduation test for clones before they can move on to being, you know, kind of ready for combat. And I know that there's a series coming out, right? In fact, isn't it called like Bad Batch or something like that? All about clones that like don't make the cut. And I had heard that and I'm like, oh, it's interesting. We haven't really seen anything like that on the show. And now we have. So I'm guessing this is where they got the idea. I don't know if it's going to be about these characters or about like different characters, because it sounds like it is a thing, like, okay, if they don't make the cut, they get sent to maintenance. But the only one we really saw in maintenance here was 99. I think that was his name. That's what they kept calling him. So what was the deal with 99? Was he rapidly aged to the point where he could no longer fight, or was there something else going on? Because he said he never had a team. He never got a chance to try and fight alongside any brothers. Was he perhaps did something happen when he was cloned? Was there some reason, like we saw that he had kind of like he was a bit hunched over. But I thought maybe that was just like kind of an exaggerated way of showing his age. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's something going on with him physically and he just like could never fight or something. So they put him in maintenance. But I absolutely love him. He is precious. And I love that. I mean, can you imagine if that is the case, that just he was never able to fight, he was sent to maintenance like right off the bat? Can you imagine like a lifetime of just being like an outsider amongst all these brothers of yours, and constantly being reminded of the fact that like for whatever reason like you didn't measure up or you weren't, you know, able to do what you were kind of born or cloned to do, and to just have such a wonderful attitude and demeanor. I mean, that's beautiful. It's so sad, but it's really also kind of beautiful in a way that he is just so loving and supportive. Again, I'm not totally clear on the details, but I'll say it again. The name Heavy sounds familiar. I'm probably just making it up in my head, but I have this terrible feeling that I've seen like the team before and something happened to Heavy. I really hope I'm wrong, because I know that the way that I'm watching these, a lot of them are out of chronological order, or they're, what is the right order to watch them in? Like I'm watching them in premiere, in like release order, and there's chronological order. And I started with the movie, so I was already kind of sort of set to watch. I know that's kind of annoying for a lot of people, sorry, but I just like, once I was in it, I just kind of went with it. So I'm really worried now that something happens to Heavy. Hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong, for 99's sake and for all their sake. I think it's really, it definitely drives it home to you, you know, like when we see characters who we've known a lot longer, like Anakin and Obi-Wan, and then we see a bunch of clones and they're all in battle and the clones are just getting picked off. There's always that feeling deep down that like, oh my God, we know that they're just all like brothers and they have different personalities and they're real bona fide people and they're just getting picked off one by one by one. And it's just kind of seen almost as like a normal occurrence now, even though like nobody feels good about it. But then you take like an episode to really focus on getting to know some clones personally and know their hardships and their struggles and how much it took for them to get to where they are. And then you see them all make the formation and, you know, at the graduation ceremony, and it's like, okay, let's do combat. And it's like, oh my God, you just know how many are like not even going to make it that far past this point, or even if they make it far, like they're just, I just feel like they're in such danger, you know. They do a good job of making you care an awful lot. So that it's not just like, oh, just, okay, a random person on the good guy side got taken out, but it wasn't like Anakin or or Obi-Wan or anything like that, so whatever. It's like, no, you can't feel that way because of the way that they built up the story. So, wow, guys, great way to kick off the season. I'm so excited to see what is coming in season 3. I honestly have no clue. I think I watched a trailer before the last season, and this time I didn't, so, whatever themes, topics, storylines, characters, whatever we're going to be dealing with in this one, I'm literally just like a blank slate. So I'm very, very, very excited to see where it's going. So you guys, I love that episode. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time, and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.